Hi, my name is Karla Bolaños. I'm a sports scholar, and this is my story. My family immigrated to the United States when I was 6 years old. My father realized that American life held more opportunities than the ones we had in Mexico. He dreamed of becoming an environmental scientist but could not afford college, so he gave up on that dream. My mother grew up in a traditional home that expected men to work to provide for their families and expected women to be homemakers. She was never encouraged to continue her education past high school. I grew up in the Mission District. At the time, many of my older peers were concerned about what gang they would join. Meanwhile, I was not sure what my future entailed. When I started first grade, I could not read or write. I practiced after school every day. At the end of that year, my teacher sat me down at her desk. She said that academically I started behind everyone in my class, but by the end, I had become one of the strongest students. She warned me there would be a lot of distractions that could prevent me from reaching college, but she urged me to stay on my path. I saw my neighbors and others in my community drop out of high school and college. 3 years later, my fourth grade teacher encouraged me to apply to SMART, and a few months later, I was accepted. With SMART's guidance, I applied and was accepted to Marin Country Day School. I remember I could not believe the school had 2 grass outdoor fields and a mountain in their backyard. On my very first day of school, I was shaking. When I got to school, I had no idea where my homeroom was, and I only knew 2 classmates from my school's buddy system. However, I made strong friendships and really got to know my teachers. I missed going on annual backpacking trips, which had beautiful sceneries. I can now say I've seen a rattlesnake, a scorpion, and a bear. Don't worry, all from a safe distance, but it's something I can still brag about. I also continued coming to SMART's after-school program, and soon enough, 8th grade arrived. I spent nights writing high school application essays, and I spent weekends in SMART's office practicing for the SSAT. However, all was worth it when I got my high school acceptance letter to attend the urban school. This time when I started high school, I knew a lot more people. I was still nervous, but not scared. I discovered what I was more passionate about in school, which included photography, math, art, baking, and my communities. SMART was a space for me to connect and develop my Latina identity, and by being the Latinx affinity space leader at school, I was able to further that understanding. I also found teachers who really cared about me as a person, not just about my academics. Because of COVID-19, I might not see my classmates walk across the stage, but I will cherish the memories we made together. For the past 8 years, I had the privilege of an incredible education. However, along with this privilege came challenge. I was a student of color immersed in a predominantly white environment. Sometimes I felt lonely in school. I had friends, and they were great friends, but I didn't always feel like I fit in. SMART allowed me to stay connected to my culture and my community. At SMART, I knew I was not alone. Furthermore, having met my best friend at SMART, I couldn't have asked for better support. Whenever I struggled socially or felt overwhelmed by financial differences between my classmates and I, my best friend and SMART peers were there for me. Toward the end of high school, I wish I could say most people in my community applied to colleges, but I would be lying. Talking to them, I realized they did not attend college because they never had the right support. SMART was my support. When SMART took us on college tours, I realized there were more colleges outside of San Francisco, colleges I fell in love with. With SMART's guidance, I met all the college application requirements. My older sister, who was not a SMART scholar, started at City College, yet she did not finish. My parents encouraged her to go to college, but she was never encouraged by anyone else. People in my community are deterred by the cost of college and do not know enough about financial aid. During SMART's college tours, the staff ensured that every single campus guide talked about financial aid opportunities. I have been denied opportunities for being undocumented. I was limited in the colleges I could apply to. Finances are certainly a challenge for me, and I have limited financial aid opportunities because I am not eligible for federal student loans. I have been denied internships and work experiences. However, SMART never closed its doors on me. In fact, it opened more doors than I could have imagined. I can proudly say that this fall I will attend Santa Clara University with a full ride scholarship. Obtaining a college degree means that I will overcome systems that expect me to stay marginalized because of my background. As a first-generation student, I could see some of my parents' pain, feeling that they were not aiding me enough, but they did more than enough by supporting my dreams. Now, I am closer to obtaining my degree, which would set my younger sister and future generations in my family down a new path in which going to college becomes the new norm. In the future, I hope to get a business degree and start my own company or become a CEO. I hope to stay in the Bay Area to be close to my family. In college, I plan to be engaged as a leader on campus with other first-generation students, with the Latinx Student Union, and I hope to give back to communities, which SMART has always encouraged me to do. To close, I would like to say thank you. Thank you to the educators that helped shape my identity. Thank you to SMART for all the support and for giving me a lifelong best friend. Thank you to my mom and dad and my sisters for always believing in me throughout my journey. And thank you, the viewer, for listening. Your generous support provides opportunities for all of us. Thank you.